Here's the thing. Getting rejected can be hard, frustrating, excruciating, all at the same time. And each one of us has faced rejection at some point or another in our lives. And it doesn't have to be a biggie, such as a breakup, not making into the top college, end of a friendship. Rather, everyday situations can lead to the feeling of being rejected as well. Like, your joke did not get a laugh. No one remembered to save a seat for you at the table, or even a guy who never returned your phone call. So be ready, because we'll be teaching you a point for each, how to and how not to deal with rejections. Let's begin. First, to understand how to deal with rejections, we need to understand why we don't know how to deal with rejections in the first place. In other words, the root cause of it. You see, back in the high school, when you were in your teenage years, whenever you like somebody or someone you are attracted to fail to notice you and always move past you like you were an unwanted ad, the feeling that got into your mind was, am I invisible to them? Simply because your undeveloped mind failed to come up with any rational or logical explanation, which as the time passed should have gotten better, but unfortunately it didn't. Being too embarrassed of the situation, most of us wouldn't talk to any knowledgeable person who actually knows how to deal with this situation. Even if some of you did, the response would have been, something is wrong with that person for not realizing how great you are. So screw that person for not seeing that. Or some other version of that bullshit. But your heart and mind didn't concur. Of course you can't agree with that, because it goes in direct contradiction to the fact that you liked them. You wanted to get noticed by them. In other words, you have given value to them in your mind. And as the time passes, more and more such incidents takes place, and the voice inside your head which says, maybe something is wrong with me, grows louder and louder. In short, you get screwed because you haven't been told that rejections are normal. Which brings us to the main point. Rejections are normal. They are a part of life and happen to everybody. So start seeing it that way and say it out loud to yourself, because this is the mantra that will help you in overcoming the rejections. Now coming to the how not to part. One of the main byproduct of which the vast majority of people fall for is, the world doesn't seem to notice me, therefore I will make them notice by becoming so damn successful that they will admit that I'm superior to them and they'll regret not choosing me over others. At first glance, this looks a pretty solid idea, but not really, because you will run after success blindly without knowing what's actually good for you, which career path actually suits your personality, and which will be more fruitful. All this just to prove a point to someone else who doesn't even care about you in the first place. More importantly, to satisfy others rather than looking for self-satisfaction. And even if we assume that somehow you will get successful, what are the odds of these others would get satisfied? Or what if those you want to prove your superiority to become even more successful than you? Would you then just jump off the cliff out of frustration? No, right? So it's better to not deal with rejections as a means or sole motivation to become successful. Rather, find something that interests you and success will come up as a byproduct. Finally, to recapitulate, start seeing rejections as normal. I can't stress more on the fact that it happens to each one of us and they are normal. And never take the fire created inside you from a rejection as a fuel for your hunger to become successful. You'll never know how long it will last. That's it guys, hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next one.